right away. And yeah, say welcome. It's good to have everybody here. Obviously, you know, I've realized that I don't know if it's because I put the builds in the description, but you know, I do notice that like some streams people are watching more. So if you are curious, yeah, I'm gonna be showing off the build pretty quickly. But yeah, let me just make sure everything's all set up and working. Yeah, we're chilling. Okay. Hang on. All right, gotta pause this. All right. And yeah, so it's Gyre. The main one is, I don't know if it's gonna be Gyre and Knell more or Gyre and Mutalist Cernos. They're both kind of a crazy choice. Cernos is a very interesting one. Hello. Sekuk, am I saying that right? Yeah, I'm waiting for multi-stream chat to refresh because it takes a second to like latch on to both chats. So I do appreciate it, but yeah, we're here. We're having a good time. And yeah, so Gyre for me has a double crit buff, so that's an important thing to talk about, but we do have a melee influence weapon, of course, but yeah, the main one is I will potentially maybe be spamming Mutalist Cernos more, but yeah, let's talk about it. So Gyre just has a effectiveness on energy orbs, Tau Forge yellow, that's it. Does Sevagoth require this much forma for everyone? I don't know. Let me see what this one is. I think this is... No, I have a bunch of extra points, it seems, so... no, you don't even need... I would say you'd need like 4 or 5 potentially. I don't think you really even need to worry about the shadow for the most part either. So shout out Ethan for saying that. But yeah, I think they're very good. How to Gyre in a nutshell. Yeah, like it's basically just I don't know. I only keep the 3 and the 4 active. Like that's about it. I've gone back and forth. I think I would rather actually have shield regen in here over adaptation. So, you know, I'm trying to change some stuff around and keep it a little bit more efficient, but Arcane Aegis is very nice. You have a high base shield, so you know you're gonna, when you are regenning shields, you're gonna regen it a little bit quicker, so that's kind of nice. Just saw your Kuva pistol video on YouTube. Oh really? The secondary encumber video? Yeah, that was I love you know, the first 5 minutes of a conjunction as like a test showcase. I think it's so much fun. I take Equinox because Equinox, the only ability that I use is like the one that reduces their damage, so I try not to buff myself. My Equinox build is like fully just survivability, and then you know that, but not to get too distracted, all you do is press 3 and press 4 and it stays active forever. It's based on kills and there's like a cooldown, but chat, like it's based on kills, so there are certain moments. So you know, you've been in a void cascade and you move quicker than the enemies when you need to be playing the void cascade properly, so there are definitely some moments where it struggles a little bit. So yeah, I mean, I have been seeing, yeah, that video has been going up a little bit, you know, steadily over time, so I do appreciate everybody that watched that. That was a fun video to make, and I do have a follow-up video going up, you know, trying to be topical. I have a follow-up video about secondary enervate going up on Friday. Yes, I got Gyre parts now, gonna lose sanity to Thraxplasm and Lanthorn. Oh dude, I hate to say it, I am rolling and all that stuff. I have done too many of these missions, but that's because I'm done with I don't need any of the stuff from any of these tile sets. I stopped doing Cavia bounties because I don't need melee arcane adapters anymore, which is... Yeah, I'll get into it in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I have pillage in here. It's nice. Like, it means that you're armor stripping enemies, so your lightning will just do better. Your electricity damage, your damage in general will just do better. So it is also a defensive ability that you can just double cast. Like, cast, wait a split second, a fraction of not super long, and then pull it back in, and you'll get all your shields back. So you know, if you have the ability and you're in dire straits, you can just do that if you need to. But yeah, that's the main build. It's just crazy buff. I guess I should have mentioned as well, I didn't really talk about it specifically, but Arcane Avenger is additive crit and Cathode Grace is a mod. So Cathode Grace will just enhance your existing stuff. Can you backflip? Oh fuck no, dude. No, I'm 6'2", 200 pounds. I'd have to be way more I'd have to become way more athletic to be able to backflip. No, I prefer to be on the ground. Oh, dude, Hangled, welcome in on Twitch. Yeah, we're talking about Gyre, but oh, okay, I see. So I can join your next stream. Oh, okay, I see what this is. Never mind. I know what that is. Never mind. Don't get too distracted. But yeah, that's Gyre. I mean, the weird thing is like, yeah, my Mutalist Cernos is not a crit weapon, but this is just the roll that I got. But I don't know, like, I would say it's probably going to be more beneficial if I take something that has crit chance, so I should probably take the you know what I mean, like, if you're going to buff crit, you might as well try a little bit harder, so we can take the Convectrix. I'll rewrite this later. Yeah, I was like, oh god, chat, I can't be that bad to you guys, so we'll do the Convectrix. I'll show off the Convectrix. So this is damage cold, so this is saving me a mod slot for blast damage. Tips on getting first arcanes. I see a lot about Quill, but is there any way to get them in mission? Oh, you mean like the operator arcanes? A lot of the arcanes are really awful to get. Then do front flip. Nice. But yeah, like yeah, so sorry, I got a text, but yeah, like this Riven is just saving a mod slot and giving me damage, so it's buffing the AoE of the blast damage. But I do think you can definitely trade this out for Shotgun Vendetta and get like a very similar power. Like I already have a shit ton of status. You don't really need to be proccing that many blast procs. I do like the ammo efficiency, but yeah, the multi-shot will just be a multiplier to the damage of your bullets, or of the beam, so it's a pretty easy thing to understand. But yeah, I don't want to get too bogged down, but I don't know. This is definitely a moment where I'm like, it's nice to have a little bit of freedom and to just know exactly what you're getting, and whether you want reload speed, which is obviously also very useful for this shotgun, or you want ammo efficiency, or you want, you know, status chance or multi-shot. It's this pretty easy thing to understand. So it's a pretty normal build. Efficient beams is pretty, it's kind of savage. Oh, I hate how I do that. I just, I don't know, I just right click. I swear I don't do that intentionally. But yeah, anyway, there's Convectrix. It's a weird weapon. It's 708. I'm trying to cruise a little bit. This is the one, though. This is the one that I'm going to be spamming. This is the Knell. And I just bought this Riven. I just rolled this Riven. This is 6 rerolls. And this has an effect that I want. So this has reload speed, and it's saving a mod slot, and the mod that it's saving is cold damage and not fire damage, so that I can put primed heated charge in here. And then it's also multi-shot. So galvanized diffusion, you're going to add 1.2 to this, so it's going to end up at 4.9 multi-shot. So you don't have a lot of status, but you have 5 bullets. You shoot 5 bullets at a time. So take a breath, chat. That's me speaking to myself right now, but I have to have the moment. But dude, this weapon is so fucking goated. I mean, secondary encumber, but I can't go around telling people to use this, because the reason that I got a little bit of reload speed is just you get the one shot, so you miss, you don't get headshots for just a little bit longer than you want, and you are struggling. When I open up mods to equip, my brain stops braining. I'm telling you, man, I am absolutely that guy that has like the same build on like 5 different weapons. Like I like repeat builds like over and over and over again, just because it's like I've grown to just need like a base level of standardization in certain setups. I rolled a crit damage multi-shot cold negative impact. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, that's nuts, man. Yeah, the one that I really loved, this is cold multi-shot reload speed, but the one that I actually loved was reload speed, because bro, there are moments where that shit decays. You should be swapping to your melee as soon as you're not shooting. That's like rule number 1. Dude, I'm telling you, and yeah, getting some good Riven rolls is so good. But yeah, the galvanized shot plus secondary encumber, that's about it. So yeah, I love lots of bullets. I was I was going hard, but yeah, we love blast on a weapon like this. Like just a full auto, essentially. That shit goes so. That shit goes silly, man. Anyway, final one, Gazal Machete. You're like, what the fuck, Gazal Machete? What the hell? Yeah. So, this is just what I put on. So I'm actually swinging this weapon because, of course, the heavy attack does have a single slash proc, so it's like it's not the craziest thing in the world, but I kind of like the machete stance, especially I do try to use the standing machete stance more, like the standing and the running combos. They're a little bit, I mean, prime surefoot, yeah, dude. Lavos, does Lavos give you, is it status immunity, and is that also stagger immunity when you like pick up an energy orb? I don't know if that's the case, but yeah, I mean, this is just run around and like spam your weapon, and all you need to keep is Galvanized Elementalist, that you just get 4 kills and that's it, and like you just kind of run around and you'd be surprised how quickly it procs. I'm go work, bye we'll be back after 12 hours. I didn't unlock Steel Path just either. Oh, have you tried the new Arcane on New Core? Yeah, I have Enervate on New Core. I have it on Compressa and Cyanex and Zocti, and I think I've also put it on Staticore and Grimoire. I'm the only guy in the world that's like using Grimoire to deal damage, but 12 minutes, that's pretty good for a build segment. But yeah, that's a funky build. That's a silly setup. I like the stream, so mama make me a biscuit. I'm okay with reading that out loud. Oh shit, look at these choices. I like that they spawn more. I'm taking level 200 Conjunction. I gotta say it, man. Trade on Onos with Blast. Dude, Onos with Blast, that's kind of goated. No, Onos just on its own also just does. With the one crit for hitting Incarnate Laser. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that is nice. Because, like, dude, the Onos does not have, like, it just, you just shoot the thing in front of you. So I was like, I could kind of feel having a big-ass fucking blast proc that just deals a zillion damage. That's kind of genius, man. And yeah, if you've played it on the Compressa, if you guys know the Compressa, could you tell me how much this Glaive Riven could go for if I give you the stats? Yeah, I guess. I think what you should know is that... Oh, that was a lone core for saying that. I think what you should know is that part of selling Rivens is like scamming people. Like just asking for a really high price and seeing if anyone's willing to pay it. Like... there are some moments where I'm like, are you serious? Someone was willing to spend that much plat? I was like, holy shit. I was like, marks do exist in this world. My name's Amar, but sometimes I go by Mark when I'm at Starbucks, but I need to burn some radiance. So here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I've been realizing. I'm going to go to these exceptional ones and I'm just going to start burning them. I don't know what they are. But I have a zillion of them, and I just feel like I need to get rid of them. So we're at 1,500 Void Traces. We're going to be... I mean, it's 3 rounds of Omnias, so... I think so far I don't have a huge number of these guys. I think it's only like 10. Yeah, it's 11. So this is just from, I think, recent Omnias. Oh, I'll take a fucking Zaku part. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'll spam that shit. I have 11 of them now. Oh, Zaku X1 is going to move all the way down. Okay, we love that. Excuse me, I mean Lith X1. All right, chat. Look at this. Oh, we have a flawless as well. Look at this, chat. So I'm saving a little bit of Void Traces, and I burn all of them, and then suddenly I got a bunch of fucking, Zaku Prime blueprints for you guys. I don't know, man. Maybe we get super duper lucky. But yeah, I can burn way more relics, and they're just ones that I've already accumulated, so it's kind of sick. I get a good showing of like. Well, I mean, let's be honest, the Prime Access doesn't move that fast. Crit damage instead. Crit damage, damage to infested, slash, and negative range are the stats on Glaive. Crit damage, damage to infested. I don't know, man. I wouldn't say a lot. I think most cases... If you're actually rolling a Riven, you need a god roll. Like, you need something that someone would burn like 300 kuva on. Like you really, the market is like, yeah, you get a crazy Riven and then you basically, you're not like scamming them, like they're willing to pay it, but it's like, yeah, I would never spend that much on anything. But yeah, I bought, there was a Verglass Prime or a Verglass Riven that I bought. Obviously Verglass is Nautilus's beam weapon, but yeah, we burned some void traces. I hope you're happy. I don't know who I'm talking to when I say that. It's myself. I have to pause the gameplay for like 2 minutes to fucking burn a bunch of void traces. You know what I mean? I'm like, God, I'm rolling in void traces. That's Amar's problems. God, I have way too many void traces. Can anybody relate? Just, wow, Amar really can't help being an asshole like all the time. So... oh God. Oh. What should you go for in the Riven? I would say like crit damage. What you could do damage. Honor them. I mean, I don't know. Like I think a lot of it is like you want all of like the base stats. Like I don't think people are caring. Like when I roll a Riven, a lot of times on a melee weapon, it's like cold and attack speed. So it's like saving 2 mods. It's functioning as a cold mod and an attack speed mod, like a base attack speed mod. But chat, part of it is. Oh, I need to keep my abilities active. Part of it is like the Riven, I don't know, like the people who are buying Rivens like that are like a whole, like I to be in the mind of that person, you know what I mean? To like think like what are, who's out here who's like willing to, you know, because it's like how valuable. I've seen people who are like, yeah, listing it for crazy amounts, but it's like, you know, people can, yeah, definitely snag, like some whale is willing to spend an absurd amount on some god roll Nucor Riven, but it's like, what do people want in a build? Like a lot of people are using galvanized shot, so it's like there's a lot of different setups, or you know, there's, I would say like Glaive is one of those where it would probably sell for a lot anyway, but you know, once you've rolled it, if it, once it's not an unrolled Riven, then it's like I don't know, or like a, I mean, I just, yeah, I hate to buy a, I would hate to buy a, you know, a Riven with like, that's like maxed out the rerolls. You know, you don't get the free 10 rerolls that are just like a little bit cheaper, but I don't think it really matters. But you know, you'll have to look at like the bottom, like the lowest price someone's willing to pay. You know, go to Warframe Market and just look at the contracts, because that's, Chad, if you're ever curious, that's where I buy all of my Rivens. All I do is I go to Warframe Market, I go to contracts, and then I just message whatever person is selling it for the lowest price. Like I bought that Knell Riven for 20 plat because it was just an unrolled Riven. So, you know, that's always where I'm at, is like I'm out here always buying unrolled Rivens and then just having the joy of rolling. I don't know, I love rolling Rivens. You know, getting to roll that Knell Riven is crazy, but I feel like we're chilling so far, but I don't know, man. Like, I guess a pretty good showcase with Convectrix, but yeah, I mean, I guess it's good. I'm a little bit better set up now, so I can chill out and yap more, but I don't know, still chilling, still moving pretty quickly, but yeah, come on, man. Yeah, I think it's about time I swap to Knell. I think it's time to use that. I'm only reducing the reload speed by like 5 seconds, so it's not even that crazy, but we'll have to see how effectively I can shoot enemies. You know, Gyre's got a pretty nice buff. I'm going to be spamming a lot of pillage. Oh, there you go. I decayed the buff. There's just nothing alive. They're all suffering in the backlog. Yeah, you love that shit. That's insane. That's cool and awesome, but I need headshots. My Gyre build is too good. I can't use my weapons. Oh god, there he goes again. So yeah, that's what I mean. I do love the life support charges just like all over the playing field. It's pretty hilarious. So, you know, we'll see just how often I'm actually clicking my buttons, because sorry for phrasing it that way, but yeah, the Knell is very like on demand. If you're using the Knell, you're fucking shooting the Knell, all right? You're getting headshots. That's the whole gimmick. I'm not reloading this bitch every 3 seconds. That's gonna piss me off. So I don't know how effectively I'm gonna be spamming my boy the Knell, which is majorly goated. If you're like a true gamer and you like to suffer a little bit, and you let that shit discharge like one too many times, and you're like, I hate my life. And then you buy a Riven, and then you roll a reload speed Riven. That's my loop. That's where I'm at. You know, we love secondary encumber on a bullet hose. You know, you got infinite ammo, so it's just about how fast you shoot at that point, and how much multi-shot and status chance you have. So, you know, you can get some goofy, silly Rivens, but.
They know you're here.
All right, safe. Oh, come on, man. Oh, and you see how they do me? So I got to run away a little bit, but yeah, it seems that my electric proc is doing all the work. I don't even need to be near Torment. Look at this. Strip the armor and move on, chat. Oh, burned it again. Pro gamer over here. Yeah, you're seeing it with the lightning, what is this? The 4 and the 3 combo with the augment? Like, you kind of just need that augment, man. It's super gamer. It's just maxed out. It's so silly. You're like, what's going on here, man? What are we doing here?
The longer you hold out, the deeper you can search. But if you need to leave,
Rusty Rust Console says, are you feeling like a good boy today? Are you feeling like a good boy today? Hey, son, are you feeling like a good boy today? Hey, yeah, Dad. Ah, yes. The first Zaku Prime blueprint. Let them all pour in. Yes. Mona Lisa says, it's not that hard to buy and sell Rivens. Yeah, that's what I mean. But yeah, getting high prices, like rolling a Riven with the goal of selling it for a high price. Yeah, that's a rabbit hole, chat. That's the most gamer rabbit hole you can go for. You enter the depths of the Riven Mafia. That's what everybody calls it. That's the running gag, I guess you would call it. Oh, that was terrible. I got 2 stacks. Where's my boy? Where's your main slice? There you go. Oh, embarrassing. Look at this. All right, nice and chill. There you go, chat. I mean, you slow down for a second, but I'm not super worried, man. I'm kind of just spamming, you know what I mean? Like, I'll let it reset. I'll use a little bit of reload speed, but come on, man. Yeah, I did see that the disposition is still pretty low. I'm like, oh, I feel like people are low-key spamming this weapon. It's so easy to keep active, too. It's, like, actually brainless. I was like, you know, people are using it with Scourge, and I'm like, I don't feel the desire to. I'm chilling. I'm kind of just running around, allowing it to cool down every once in a while, because yeah, this is gonna be the moment. Yeah, that's the moment. But we love the electricity damage, chat. That's what I need to see. I need to see those big fucking chunky ass lightning procs. Apparently, just let everything else go by the wayside. I can just chill out a little bit. Let Gyre handle it for me. Ah, Gyre, you spoil me. Fuck, man. There we go. Nice and easy. I mean, look at this. It's like a second weapon. I don't know what to call it. No, it's not a second weapon. It's your fucking ultimate ability that you just keep active forever. You know, Gyre there's a lot of survival frames. There's a lot of frames like that are like, yeah, just have a consistent stream of enemies coming at all times. Excuse me for that, but yeah, I don't think it's too crazy. Like, you got should I be picking up these life support charges?
Open the relic. Finish your mission.
I feel like I should. Come on, chat. I don't know. It feels a little bit greedy, but you know, the lightning is just doing everything. How do I attach a decaying dragon key? Oh, you have to put it. Oh, I see. You got it. So that was the thing that I missed. Let me see. Yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, oh, into the void. Nah, we're safe. Sorry, Chad. I was just looking over, but we're still chilling. I mean, I feel like all of my Gyre gameplay ends up being kind of super similar. You know, it's like, regardless of what's happening, it's like Gyre just kind of exists as she is, and I do like having shield regen, it has seemed to save me a little bit better, just more shield regen, and it means that if I was using my primary weapon, then I would get a pretty nice buff. I would be cruising pretty easily. So come on, man, this shit's way too easy. You know, I may have a lot of problems in front of me, but honestly, chat, am I feeling, yeah, what is the reload speed? It's 40%. I'm feeling 40% better about my reload speed. Oh god, it's 5 seconds. Yeah, I'm feeling 5 seconds or 0.5 seconds better about my reload speed. So, I guess we'll have to see how effectively I can survive with a little bit quicker. Oh, angst reset. Wait, what? Did I die? Did it reset? Did you see that, chat? Did it reset? Or I don't know when my shit got reset. That was unfortunate. I don't know. Something happened. I think I might have walked into a bubble and like all my shit decayed. So here, like for a little bit, for a brief moment here, let's do this. Let's stand a little bit away from them, get our buffs going, and then go back here. All right, chat. Take a breather. Just relax a little bit. All right, we'll survive. That was not very gamer of me. Especially as soon as the Acolyte spawns, that's not very gamer, chat. So you have to be real sometimes. But yeah, we're back. We're a little bit safer. I guess I got a little bit overzealous, so I don't know. You may see that happen more. I've had these moments where I'm like, I don't even know what I'm getting distracted by, but I am getting distracted, and I feel like the yapping just overtakes me. I don't know. It's like this second nature, man. Oh my god. But yeah, we're still chilling. I mean, I'm okay with reviving. You know, I'm doing a solo. That's kind of the whole point, is to fucking die. Like that's half the fun, is getting obliterated and you're like, god, this game sucks ass. Like, obviously not in like a real way. You know what I mean? You're like, oh fuck, I hated what just happened. That was like worst case scenario. So Chad, I'm, you know, maybe in need of spamming more melee influence. You know what I mean? Like, there's a few things you can change. You know, there's not too much different, but I'm okay with getting wiped, kind of embarrassingly as well. All right, so we're chilling.
The Void has summoned a new
and yeah, I'm
presence
not
that craves our
super
life
worried.
Destroy
I'm
these
gonna
manifestations.
I'm gonna run away from these guys, and I'm gonna see if I can snag a single headshot. There you go, chat. Just a single one. That's all I need. Oh, yeah, that's not gonna be fun. Oh, and then I don't think I'm gonna be able to revive. There's a couple of these guys, so I feel like I should have probably killed a bunch of. Yeah, I should have killed those corrupted ancients. So for now, let's chill out a little bit. I'm gonna let the dude burn the life support, and I'm just gonna deal with these ancients real quick. And we have life support on the playing field, so we can definitely snag that. So it's a little bit stressful, a little bit like, ugh, whoa, shit, that's not fun. So let's swap back to Convectrix. Let's try and recast our shit. Did we kill all the ancients? I think we killed all the ancients. Oh, does that mean that I didn't kill the ghost Thrax either? Yeah. The ghost Thrax brethren are... They're not very fun. Oh, did I get my gun stolen? Okay, Chad. So let's just lock in with this real quick. Let's just lock in with this real quick. There's too many enemies on the playing field right now. Let me pop this life support tower and chill out a little bit. Fuck, man. Oh god, yeah, I feel it, man. That's what happens. The Knell, I slacked for 1 second too long, and it's game over, man. I'm playing a little bit sloppy right now. I gotta, what is this, my warm-up game or something? Alright, we're safe. Fuck, man. Oh, I'm like, yeah, that's why I love playing solo, because I just get absolutely shot on, and you look terrible, and kind of embarrassing, to be real, but yeah, I mean, that's part of the fun of it. There's just too much shit happening on screen. You're like, oh my god. I do also have Coil Horizon, but I don't think I'm necessarily using it. Oh, thank God for the infinite ammo.
Relic has been cracked
Right?
open.
At the perfect moment after all that bullshit, so I'm glad, I guess, in the end that I have a bunch of life support charges all all over the playing field, because I can now run around and reclaim my this is my recompense. This is what I needed. A little bit of glory. I can save myself some grace and keep moving, chat. So just fuck. That was rough. I'm telling you, man, they spawn a lot of corrupted ancients. And those guys, I'm like, more and more, I'm like, that's why I have magnetic damage on my shit now. It's a pretty classic setup that I'm rocking. I need to be able to kill corrupted ancients as fast as possible, and then worry about everything else later. Because the ancients are the ones that really make me sad. They will just send you. They'll send you to a dark place, man. The level of buffs that they'll give is just like, it makes me a little bit stressed out. And they always spawn at the worst times, and they spawn in big numbers, like when the void tears happen. So you know, when you're still collecting reactant and stuff. And I guess they spawn all the time, but ooh, hang on one sec. Chillin', safe. Yeah, it is nice. I should be spamming melee influence more, and you know, I can keep the buff stacks active, so I can just swap off of that and just run around with melee influence. So, you know, this is why I have the machete, and I've realized more and more that the walking combo and the standing combo for the machete, like the Sundering Weave, are pretty good. I like them. They have like good damage modifiers, but it's mainly just like it's insanely fast. Like you just, oh, I need to cast that. Yeah, I forgot to do that. You can just like spam your attacks way too fast, and that just means the faster you attack, the faster you can hit a Tennokai, and that's kind of all you need. So that's what I realized is, like, yes, the forward blocking combo does have a slash proc, but it's so slow. It does have like a big area, but I don't really care about the area because I'm using influence. That's the whole point. And so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna spam it like this. Just run around like crazy. And where's the other life support? Oh, it's all over there. Oh, I could totally move to this arena then. I could probably move these enemies a little bit, but I don't know, chat. You gotta chill out sometimes. Like, that's kind of what influence is for, is you can just wipe shit like way too easily with, yeah, basically any weapon. I don't, like, my criteria is like on the fucking floor at this point. I have to like decide not to use a weapon to be like, nah, I'm okay. I'll abstain from using X or Y. Example of a weapon that I already have 2 of in that exact same build or whatever, and I'm just like, and they're better, the other ones are better, so I'm like, okay, whatever. You know, like, I added Plasma Sword, and I was like, oh, it's cool. It, you know, it has the highest of the low stats. So there's like the Ether Sword, which, like, for a weapon that doesn't have any crit chance, or like doesn't have very good base crit chance, it has like a shit ton of base status chance. So you can actually like crank that status chance like really high. And it works. So as like a sword that you just use melee influence is pretty good. But yeah, we're still chilling. Still cruising pretty easily, but yeah, we can totally just, I don't know, man, the amount of, I'm impressed. I'm thankful as well, because like the amount of income of relics that I still have is very impressive, and I have to be thankful for that, because it's crazy to like just have all these Zaku relics that cost me like way less to Radiant, and then I can still have a bunch of Radiants to burn, and you know, I don't know, it's like you burn the Void Traces in smaller amounts, but you get the same value out of them or something like that. But yeah, to do 11 at a time is pretty sick. Oh, come on, dude. There you go. Oh, survived it. That's fine. I gotta hit this real quick. Alright, come on, my guy. Just chill out for me. Alright. Need to hit this again. I'm trying to be better about using Pillage as a shield gate. Just double casting. That's kind of all I use it for now. Yeah, you just pop it instantly and you can just have it. There you go. That's like all I'm casting. You know, you see it. Like my 2 abilities are just duration abilities that are just active forever. And yeah, it doesn't cost very much energy. Nice. Did he reset my shit? What the fuck? Well, who's resetting my shit? Bro. Am I walking through these things and not noticing? I swear to God, man. Anyway, I've got this buff going. Oh, is my homie dead as well? Yeah, my boy is dead. So I'm feeling weak right now. I don't know. Is there just too many bubbles? I don't know what's happening right now. Where's my boy Misery? I gotta send him to hell before he causes too much trouble. And then I also need to probably run around and snag this. So you hate to see it, man. You hate to see your boy struggling, right? Talking a big game and then getting absolutely shafted at the 17-minute mark is not a good margin. If I can hit this. Oh, that's bad. Yep. That's embarrassing. No, it's definitely got me thinking, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I do have to, you know, give a little bit of a critique to this setup if, like, I'm having to spam pillage over and over again forever. Like, I feel like I'm getting tapped pretty fucking hard. And, you know, you could say shitty setup or whatever, but, you know, that's kind of the whole point of the randomizer is, like, it exists so that you need to, your Warframe still needs to, like, exist in a certain place, but, I don't know. Maybe I just need to be spamming melee influence more. I'm not exactly sure, but I feel like definitely that moment with Misery where I was just running around. I don't know why my 3 and my 4 got deactivated. If I walked into a bubble, that's like incredibly gamer, but it seemed like Misery just hit me and then it just deactivated my shit, so I'm not sure about that, but that was a little bit lame, I gotta say, man. That was a little bit of a cringe moment, but yeah, I was like totally caught. I was like, what the fuck just happened? So I don't know, maybe that's just something that happens and it's just gonna fuck me over many times in the future. So I don't think it's too much to worry about. That's part of it, is like there's always just weird shit that's happening and you're like, wait, what just happened? And you're like, wait, I think I caught what happened, but I mean, all I can say is I fucking hate how many corrupted ancients there are. I hate how many of these fucking overguard dudes there are. Please just give me less in these missions. I just Cesar Man says well, he just says bye. Am I missing something? Oh, Jilt. Nice, there you go. Okay, so maybe I need to run around and spam a little bit more influence when I get a kind of bogged down, because I can keep the Knell buff active. I just need to keep the galvanized stacks active, but you know, the main DPS will always be influence, so I think that will also be part of it. Is, you know, I'm gonna try and spam this a little bit more, and I don't know, man. I'm weirded out by the whole fucking Misery thing. That's, I don't know. It's, you've been playing the game for a long time, and you're like, me learning things. Yeah, to this day, I try to do as much research as I can for like the videos that I make and stuff. But you know, if you guys are interested, there's that Enervate video is going up on Friday. That's an exciting one. Like, that was you know, the comments were like, oh yeah, just try it on Nuke Core, and I was like, okay, I get the idea. So it works fine. Like, your crit buffs still work fine with it. Yeah, it has like its own threshold, and you know, you can maybe bypass it, but you know, I'm always impressed. I've been wondering if the acuity mods would like bypass that. Like, you could get way too high. What did I miss? Oh, Max dropped a let him cook. Dude, Max, thank you. Max, I'm getting obliterated. I'm getting shafted in a solo survival, but I'm spamming more melee influence, so that's kind of all I need for the most part. Appreciate you joining in. Oh, we need to clear these guys out. Oh, safe, cooked. Okay, and then we just kill them before an overguard dude spawns, and then we're chilling. And then we get the buffs going, and then we swap back to influence. Okay, nice. And then we just have to run around and spam this. There you go, nice and safe. Oh, am I stuck moving in a direction? Yes, I am, chat. Okay, back to normal. Peak gameplay time. Yeah, this is Gazal Machete. This is a very strange melee influence weapon. But I can run around and start snagging some of this stuff, and accumulate, Chad. It's time. It's time to start hoovering up these fucking life support charges with Gyre. I mean, Gyre's got a lot of DPS, but you can see it. I'm spamming, bro. I'm starting to max out on like the tapping, double tapping pillage. I'm on a different level, man. I'm chilling. So I hate how my boy keeps dying every 5 seconds. But I don't know, man. Like I feel the weakness at times. Oh, and violence is gonna make me suffer. Violence is gonna definitely make me suffer. So let's get some kills real quick, and then we'll just go in with Knell. We should be able to pop him. Yes, okay, safe. We survived, chat. I'm not gonna survive this, but that's fine. I can, as long as I survive the Acolyte, and I can kill enemies that don't have Overguard. Yay, hooray, we survived. Hit this, spam this a little bit, and then we should be chilling. We can run around with the Knell a little bit more. So we survived violence, so we lost a couple Steel Essence, because of course we got obliterated in the blink of an eye by Misery and Angst. Yeah, I think Angst was the first one. Ooh, nice. That's sick. Yeah, I guess it cleared. I don't know when it cleared it, but it just cleared it again. Am I getting hit by bubbles and I'm just not realizing, chat? That may be the thing, but so far still chilling. I mean, I will say, yeah, it is the hubris of man. You watched it live. I was like so confident, and then as soon as like the Overguard shows up and the Acolyte shows up, oh, I'm getting locked into this. Oh, we did get Aegis though. That's pretty better, so still chilling, still good to go. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess you could finish it off with Knell, but you're kind of seeing it that. You know, when the Knell makes me kind of tunnel visioned, you're struggling a little bit in terms of, you know, keeping my defensive ability active, pillage. But, you know, there's always kind of stuff that I'm, you know, managing and trying to manage better. And, you know, it's as much of a practice as it is a build. And it's nice to have pillage, but you do have to know how to use it. And, yeah, I'm tapping that shit insanely fast, and I'm kind of tapping it very often as well, so we love these guys as well. We're gonna hit this. I also feel like I could be using this more, but I need to get behind cover because that guy's gonna kill me. Oh yeah, that was a bubble. Okay, so he just appeared. I think he just spawned in. Your boy literally just spawned in, made my life a living hell in an instant. But yeah, I think safe, better. Oh, we love this. You see what I mean, man? Oh, like 4 fucking corrupted ancients spawn at the same time, and you're like, I swear to God, we get it. We get it, game. You can chill out for like 5 seconds if you would. That would be super helpful. Come on, get that headshot. There you go. Okay, let's just get the headshot, swap back to influence, and you know, chill out a little bit. I feel like round 2 is gonna be a little bit better. Oh, but that's what I mean, man. I will say, yeah, we've got some big stuff coming, so I'm excited to show off some of the new content that I'll be working on in the future. So I have a good slate of clips that I can go through. So I want to go through and cut together a whole timeline that just has all the best footage from what I've recorded so far, and then I want to mess around with it and have some fun with it. So that's what I'm trying to do. Is, you know, sometimes I'm trying to do more editing instead of just sitting here and rotting and watching YouTube videos and playing video games. So, you know, I got my Warframe content, but yeah, I'll always love, you know, clips with my friends over like solo Warframe clips. Like, yeah, the clips won't, like, pretty much will never have Warframe in them, but the whole point is like, bro, you'd be like, this guy's, you thought he was corny when he was alone. You're like, oh my God, this is crazy. So, insanely poggers. But yeah, we're still chilling. Alright. Nice and easy. And then there you go. Okay, fine. Whatever. We got one part. 2? I don't know how many Zaku Prime parts we got, but so far chilling. Yeah, we've still got a bunch to spend, but yeah, I guess good to go. So that's 25 minutes. Nice and easy. Alright. Let's just fully get the hell out of here, and we'll see what our next role is. I will snag this build as we extract. So I don't know, man. I guess part of it is like you know, the usability factor of your weapons is like super important in whatever build you're using. Like just how simple they are to work with. Like there's definitely a lot of setups where I'm like, I feel like the more brainless a weapon, like this, the more caveman a weapon is, it adds a lot of value just purely because it's like so easy to use. I'm like, oh my god, like
valuable lesson.
You know, I feel like Torrid in Karnan has a lot of value because it's so easy to use. Can you show your mods for her? Yeah, absolutely. All right, here you go. So yeah, like you know, Torrid is one of the best incarnates because it's so easy to charge, stuff like that. All right, and then the classic, but yeah, the Knell is definitely a stressful one to use, and Gazal. All right. Knell and Gazal. What a great combo that is. Anyway, here, let's show the Gyre build real quick. So you kind of saw it. I had... So currently it's just 2 shield regen mods with 650 base shield. So Arcane Aegis and then Pillage. And then Cathode Current is basically mandatory. That shit's so good. So I'm basically just recasting this. I'm just putting it out and then pulling it back in. And then also Archon Stretch does give you free energy, so that's pretty sick. So it's a pretty easy build in terms of like how it works, but it's probably pretty expensive. I do just like 2 shield regen mods. It works pretty nice. So there's Arcane Avenger. Let's dip out of here. I mean, that's setup number 1, so I guess we'll have to just see. I will say, chat, look at this. Gyre is above Stynex. Dante is above Stynex. So I think from now on, every time I play a frame, it will move above. So Stynex will move closer and closer to being part of the list. And, well, I'm glad. It's a pretty stark list, I guess I would call it. Like, these 2 are a little bit of a unique case. Like, I'll play them in specific situations, but, you know, when I'm playing Cyto 9, I'm locking in with the Neutralizer for 25 minutes, so... you know, it's definitely a different setup. I would prefer to run around and spam a bunch of weird weapons. So Koumei is the first role. Second role, I will be taking Mutalist Cernos. I had that as the previous role. Knell, of course. I want to see how far that moved. Did not move far at all. Yeah, there's Lex Prime. That's the list. And there's Knell. So it's pretty close. You know, having Lex as the next weapon in the randomizer is pretty good, but yeah, when it's the Knell or it's the Lex in Karnan. So unfortunately that's how the rolls go. So Twin Basolk, this is a fun one. So let's start off with Koumei. I have the bonus to energy orbs, Tau Forge yellow, so this is just more energy. I can spam all my abilities. I pretty much always have it. Omamori with, you know, 1,000 health isn't too crazy. Or Dual Toxicist, yeah. You know when Torrid and Karnan coming back? I have no idea. Or Dual Toxicist. No, I can check. Here, let me give me 1 second. I can check the wiki. Because I think I can do Incarnan rotation and it'll show me. Yeah, I think I can go here. And then it'll highlight the one that's selected. This is what I did last time. Alright. So we're on Zylock. Oh, literally the max amount of time. Almost the maximum amount of time possible. So, unfortunately, you got shafted. I might just leave this open and just always have this tab open if anyone's curious. So, yeah, you're getting shafted a little bit there. What mission were you just running to get all that loot? Sorry, I'm new to the late game. So that was a level 200... level 200 Conjunction Survival Omnia. So Omnia fissures are in Entrati Laboratories, Conjunction Survival, and the Zeramin. So pretty late game stuff. So my Koumei build is just keep Omamori active, keep Roar active, spam as many Omakujis as you can, and Roar will just help you do that. So will Arcane Avenger. I have Arcane Grace, Adaptation, and Omamori, which is a pretty interesting take, but you know, using continuity, because this is going to proc the 4 major elements, so it's going to proc any of the elements you need for Omikuji, so you can just spam Bunraku, and that's about it. The 1999 zone is cool. Yeah, true. Leather Toothface. Yeah, excuse me, Leather Two-Face. Welcome in. So yeah, pretty easy build. I like Archon continuity. Similar setup, I guess, in some ways, but there's Koumei. Mutalist Cernos, this is a crazy one. Multi-shot heat, so this is skewing me towards heat. This is damage. You could put in more multi-shot if you wanted. I'm getting a pretty good multi-shot bonus alongside split flights, so it's a pretty nice setup. So the thing with Mutalist Cernos is this creates a gas cloud, and that gas cloud is going to keep split flights active forever, and it's also going to proc primary blight permanently, so it's a freebie. So I'm sometimes taking advantage of critical damage, but it means that I have a crit bonus, so it's just a freebie, and it also gives multi-shot, so it gives even more arrows. So I'm just letting loose just way too many fire arrows with 170% status, so it's a little bit criminal, chat. You got a lot of multi-shot in there, so it's weird to just have all that shit. I'm realizing it now. You know, I guess I could show Knell again one more time. But this Riven is just cold mod. So this is cold multi-shot reload speed. So it's a 1.5 second reload. So it's a little bit easier to use, but you know, it's still pretty crazy. But I gotta say, man, it's just secondary encumber, galvanized shot, and blast damage with a 3.7 base multi-shot on top of galvanized diffusion, which is gonna make that 4.9. So it's pretty fucking criminal. Alright, and finally Twin Basolk. Same build. The exact same build. Oh, I can totally put this in here. Look at that, that's sick. Swirling Tiger. Swirling Tiger is not my favorite stance. I actually prefer Carving Mantis. It's a little bit quicker. But yeah, I'm fine with Swirling Tiger. I'm just gonna use it the same way I normally do. It's just influence weapon, so still just status chance. It has built-in fire damage, so you get more blast damage, so it's cool, but whatever. It also has 100% status, and it's a dual sword, so it's insanely fast, so you'll kind of get a feel for it. But it's a similar setup, but Koumei is definitely just a straight buff, and I can make myself absurdly more buff pretty easily. So we still have 47 minutes on this, so we should still have time to do more of this when we load back in. But chat, we've got more Zaku parts to farm apparently, so we've got 10 of these. Yeah, we got 10 of these. All right, keep going. And yeah, dude, that's been my whole thing for a while now, is there are just so many cool weapons that I'm way more interested in, like, being able to maximize my weapons or like also maximize other stuff. But I definitely think it's a trend on Warframe that people want to be an all caster, and then they want the weapon that deals with the single target, you know, and then that's the kind of the kit. So that's been what I've noticed. You're gonna just see how much crit chance I'm getting, and you're gonna kind of laugh. I don't know how this shit is calculated, but it's like way too silly. Like the Mutalist Cernos is fucking nuts. This weapon is crazy.
Stand by for life support.
All right, still chilling. Don't have any energy currently, but we can pop this, I guess. Yeah, this weapon is a little bit crazy, and you can just keep all the buffs active forever and just kind of run around with Mutalist Cernos, and it just is so fucking nuts. It's way too much multi-shot. And then you are spreading it, so it's like a shotgun bow. It's a shotgun bow that creates particle effects, so it's like straight lagging my game. It's putting me to rest, man. Ooh, Jesus. Oh my god. Yeah, I gotta be careful with this gun. But it procs Toxin, so I can use some Omikujis this way. So my melee weapon procs electricity, kill enemies that are within 10 meters. Oh, insanely poggers. So my Mutalist Cernos procs Toxin, my melee weapon procs electricity, and that's currently it. Maybe I'll get lucky with Encumber, but I think for the other elements I'll have to actually use Bunraku. Each shot briefly increases fire rate by 20%. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Should we test that right now on the Knell? Oh no, chat. Oh no. This is a little bit criminal. This is, and you're seeing there's like almost no recoil. This is, look at that. You want sometimes you want in certain, don't do this, but this is a little bit nuts. Maybe we will be able to proc some other stuff. Let's see. Enemies with cold. Let's just see. I don't think it's gonna work that way. Well, there's one. That's cool. So I guess we run around with the Knell, and then we also use Bunraku, and we may get lucky. So let's spam it. Is Hildren hard to get? Normal Hildren is annoying as fuck. I hate the boss fight to get normal Hildren, but Hildren Prime is just like any other Prime. I think they're still in rotation. Hildren is still available, so it should be pretty easy to get. I mean, you'll have to just farm a bunch of relics, but you know, if you're interested, or you know, if you've ever been curious, the disruption missions on all the different difficulty levels. So like the easiest disruption, like think about like where the middle of the star chart is. That's a disruption tier as well. And then the hardest disruption, which is like Lua. So you know, the middle disruption would be like Uranus or something, or like Saturn, basically. So you can get. Oh nope, don't want to do that. So you can basically spot farm all of the relic tiers in the game. So whether it's Lith, Mezzo, Neo, or Oxy. So I think the way it works is like if you're doing a Lith, then you need to let like 3 targets fail, and then like if you it's like Mars is the lowest level. And when I did the research, it's like Mars is the lowest level, and then if you want to get Lith relics from that, then you have to do. Oh, you're just gonna max me out on that one? Are you fucking kidding me? So they have such a weird mechanic, but it's cool. It's a really cool mechanic where you can just straight up like spot farm all the different relics in the game. So I was thinking like the next time that a Prime Access comes out, I'm gonna put out a video talking about how you know, if you're new to the game and you want something that's easy and something that's repetitive and doesn't take a lot of effort, then you can just do the capture missions. But if you want to spot farm and you need easy access to it and you want to get a lot of one specific relic, then you can actually be more efficient by just doing the specific disruption missions. And most of the time you're failing a lot of the disruption points so that you can do it successfully. So I feel like it would have, currently it's a 1-minute video, and I feel like I can go more in depth and make it like a 3-minute video and actually talk about it a little bit better. That's what I've been thinking right now. But Knell is a pretty goated role with fucking the bonus fire rate. So chillin', let's see what we get. Inflicted with heat, so I don't have that either. Oh, but my boy does, so I guess I just stay closer and he'll just target enemies that are closer. I just have to be within 30 meters and then it'll work. Oh, this is a little bit jarring. I apologize for that, chat. I should just be spamming Bunraku more, honestly, chat. Oh, is that all the status effects in the game? Is that all of them? I don't know. Is it that clean of a block? That would be sick if it's that clean of a block, but was that all of them? that's fucking baller, man. Every second you're moving, deadly momentum is fucking poggers, man. Come on, man. I missed it. Can I do this, though? Yeah, that does stun them. Come on. Okay, dead. Safe. Can't believe I survived that. It's still chilling. Did I burn the Omikuji again? Oh my god, I forgot how easy that was. Holy shit. Okay. I guess we get more buffs. First 5 minutes, this is fucking poggers. I trashed my Knell Riven. Yeah, I just bought a Knell Riven off the market. It was 20 plat, so it didn't really matter.
Drawn to this cursed place of stolen lives. They will drain your life.
Yeah, I mean,
unless they are destroyed.
I will say, like, what I always try and do is, like, I'm doing 5 rounds in an Omnia, because then I get a free relic. So that's what I try to do, is like every time I do an Omnia, it's either for 25 minutes or it's for 50 minutes. Like I always try and get that relic, because I always want to have relics coming in, and the relics that are coming in are going to be number 1 of a higher tier. Like they're going to be already upgraded a little bit, and then you're also going to get the newest relics, or like whatever is currently available is gonna show up. So you're gonna make sure that like you can start to spot farm, or like spot radiant all the different exceptional or whatever relics, like all the different tier 1 and tier 2 relics. So it's pretty nice. Have I even used Twin Basolk? Yeah, I used it a little bit, I guess. But yeah, it's just a melee influence. It's just status only, so it procs a lot of status, man. It procs a shit ton of status, so it's not too crazy. Makes me feel better, yeah. Yeah, I just bought one for 20 plat, and it was an unrolled, and it took me like 6 rolls, and I got cold multi-shot reload speed. So I actually made it a little bit easier. I reduced the reload speed by half a second, and then I also got multi-shot, and it saves a mod slot. It's cold damage as well, so I was like, I have to just keep that. It's not perfect. I may potentially be able to roll magazine capacity and have 2 chances at getting a headshot, but honestly, Chad, I'm not too stressed. I may figure something out in terms of like an Exilus mod that can help me or something, but I'm not sure right now. Still chilling so far. I don't think. Oh, we still do have the buff. We still have infinite ammo with the pistol, so we could potentially reload and just do it that way. I appreciate you dropping some likes as well, my guy. Thank you. I gotta say, those characters do look sick. I don't know if they're... I think I said it before, but they just look so sick. Enemies during wall latch. Okay, that's a gimme. That's a freebie. Especially in a solo. Sometimes when you're in a group, it can suck a little bit, but I can just instantly complete this. It's a freebie, man. Look at this. Reduce incoming damage by 3% per decree, up to 75%. That's insanely goated. What are we at currently? Does it tell me? Does it tell me anywhere? I don't know if it tells me. Yeah, we're gonna get a pretty decent buff from that. Not crazy, but also not terrible as well. Definitely chilling here. What is it? It's half a second. Oh, it's 1.5 seconds. That's the total time on the 3 different stacks. That's fucking awful. That makes me suffer. Wait, is that it? No, that's something else. No, that's my fire rate buff. Sorry, chat. That's my fire rate buff. Apologies, I was looking at something else. Anyway, another Omikuchi. Oh, Destiny Alliance. Critical hits deal an extra hit with 40% cold status. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Is that gonna proc influence again? Oh my god, dude. Is that gonna proc or encumber? Is that gonna count as a second status effect? We'll have to see. That's nuts, man. This is insanely poggers. I should hit this. And then I can just get behind him, I think. Oh, shit. I think that's fine. I can just do this and then... Yeah, that's easy enough, chat. That's kind of a gimme. Alright, let's snag a headshot real quick. There you go. There's no way that procs a second... If that procs a second tick of encumber, that would be fucking bananas, man. But that's what I mean, is like, this is why I just have buff as the Koumei, because it means whatever weapon I'm using is just insanely god tier and just broken as fuck. So, yeah, we love the Knell, bro. This shit is corny, man. When it gives, it gives. Wait, this Warframe gives decrees. Yeah, exactly. So, Omikuji has a 50% chance of giving you invincibility for half a second, and then it has a 3-second cooldown. So it's basically like damage gating, but all the time, and then it'll heal based on the damage you take during that invulnerability period. So it like refunds a little bit of the damage you take. So that's number 1. I've just put roar on here, and then yeah, what you're doing is you're pressing 2, and then it gives you a challenge. Holy shit! Kill enemies inflicted with cold. This is a fucking gimme, dude. You see what I'm talking about? It's a fucking gimme. Like it gives you a challenge, kill enemies in cold damage, and then you complete the challenge. Every 50 armor grants 5% ability strength and power strength. So I don't have a lot of armor, so I'm not getting a big buff.
I have just the spot in the kennel for her.
Oh, embarrassing. I'm failing a little bit. There you go, chilling. But yeah, now so the trade-off is that every time you either complete an Omikuji or reject an Omikuji, it'll trigger a cooldown, and it'll make the cooldown increasingly longer. So, you know, what's going to happen is you're going to have a build. You're going to put a build together after about 8 Omikuji, and then after that, it's going to be, I think it's 8. After that, the cooldown is going to be 150 seconds, or like 140 seconds or something. And then once it hits max cooldown, then that's as high as it goes, and you'll just have to go from there at that pace for the rest of the mission. So you can still collect them forever, but it will slow down to that really drastic point, and it'll scale up exponentially. So like the first couple are pretty cheap, and they burn pretty quickly. But as you get bigger and bigger and you get more and more buff, then it'll slowly cap itself, and it'll have like a soft cap, basically, not a hard cap. It'll even itself out, and then that's your build for the rest of the run. Is like, okay, you got whatever rolls you got, and then now you'll get some extra ones on top of that. You may potentially max them out. You may get a really god one later on. So shout out Marcel for dropping some likes. But we're at 1,000 likes. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. But yeah, I think that's part of it. Is like, she is like masterful weapons platform. Like, whatever weird weapon you want to use, I'm telling you, becomes insanely goated. Infinite ammo with the secondary. We love that shit. They're encouraging me. They're telling me to keep using it. Enemies and electricity. So now I'm swapping to my melee influence weapon, because this obviously has electricity as a base element, and then I'm just going to wipe them all instantly and clear the objective in straight up 1 second. And then there you go. Gain +1 midair jumps. Jumping slide kicks inflicts 60 viral. So that's a failure. That's an absolute awful roll. So I could give a fuck about that roll. So you can see what I mean. You're getting really buff ones. So the extra cold hit is like broken. That's so fucking buff. To get a free extra hit, a secondary hit, is like nuts, man. And it means that potentially I'm going to be buffing that and increasing the damage of that cold damage. So, you know, we're 11 minutes in. We're making pretty good time in terms of, like, you know, how quickly you're burning through the Omikuji will dictate, like, how buff you get, how early on. And then, yeah, that's what I mean. So for the dude who loves using weird weapons, like, this is, like, built for that, because you'll just end up making yourself more buff than you already are. Whatever survivability you get, you know, I'm already reducing my incoming damage by quite a bit. So I'm chilling there. But yeah, you're seeing it. It's a little bit silly. I guess I'm getting 90% armor or something. So if I get like an armor buff, if I get a decree that buffs my armor, then suddenly my power strength is gonna like skyrocket, and you'll see it. Like, all you need is one good combo, and then you're just chilling. And it literally turns a survival mission into straight up Vampire Survivors. It's like so funny, but it's like literally like you complete the objectives, and then you get the buffs going, and then you build a kit, and then you get really lucky, and you only get the one choice, so you don't get to choose what you get. So it's pretty crazy. But that's what I mean. You just get a build going, and you're just so fucking strong. So yeah, it's so much fun. It does turn every endurance mission into Deviri, into a Steel Pass circuit, so it's hilarious. And you can see I'm gonna shit on everything. Now that I have these many buffs going, I'm gonna just delete. As long as I don't straight up die, I can just do that. Oh, yeah, I'm getting tanked a little bit, but that's fine. You recover quickly, kill enemies while airborne. Oh, that one's gonna suck a little bit. What do I have in the offhand? Oh, I have Mutalist Cernos. So we're absolutely spamming Mutalist Cernos. I can totally see that happening, so you're gonna see it. I can master it pretty quickly. This is pure Fel Arcs gameplay. This is me just having to be really good at using the Fel Arcs, and oh my god, man. I mean, doing pretty good, not the best, but yeah, this is how I lag my game. I'm realizing if I really want to tank my FPS, this is what I should do, is use the Mutalist Cernos. If I want to test my frame rate limits and see just how poorly I can make it run, I feel like this is the weapon to use. Just way too much multi-shot, and so it's creating like a zillion fucking... Look how many gas clouds it's creating. It's just absurd, man. And they're all ticking status, like at the same time. It's just insanely criminal. I can't use this weapon for an extended period of time. It will like straight up crash my game. Casting abilities boosts movement speed by 50% for 5 seconds. And there you go. So we're at 144 seconds. So we're at max cooldown. So now we're chilling. We're ready to go. So I can cast this and I'll move a little bit quicker. That's cool. Whatever. Excellent gameplay. I'm loving that fire rate. What is it? 300% fire rate or something? It stacks 10 times. This is a little bit absurd, man. Oh god, this is so fucking strange. Jesus. But yeah, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you know, people are entitled to like not like whatever they want to not like, but this is what I mean. It's like you just get the goofiest combo you've ever seen. So holy shit, man. And then yeah, I can use melee influence and I'm back to 120. Just, you know, It's weird. I am glad my PC is running better. The stream is running better. My game is running better. I have a lot of joy in just having the stream run better and have it be more consistent, because that's what I want. Is I want to have my friends over. I want to do some more stuff. So, you know, there's definitely new stuff coming in the future that I hope you guys will be excited about, but it's going to be crazy, man. Like, and, you know, what I've thought is like, okay, if it's Monday through Thursday and I have one person on, and then maybe potentially I'll just play Warframe. But yeah, my goal is like, yeah, I'm currently looking at, you know, I've got some family stuff that I'm dealing with that I think I mentioned before, but, you know, I'm looking to move out and have my own place and, you know, start recording more often. And that's been my thing, is like, if I have a better schedule, then, you know, you will see more streams, and I'm feeling a lot better about doing streams like this that are just, you know, the same title and thumbnail. You know what you're getting into. I'll put the builds in the description so you can go in and look and see what I got in the randomizer, see what my rolls were. So I have a 96% roll buff, so that's pretty sick. And they give me more infinite ammo. That's just exactly what I want to see. So pretty baller. I'm going to hit this. And then hopefully kill these dudes instantly. There you go. And yeah, with infinite ammo, you are spamming it a little bit too crazy. But yeah, it's kind of goofy. 32 seconds. So you're seeing it, like, we've hit the cap. So this is basically what our build's going to be like. Shout out Bria Micah Cox for sharing the live. Yeah, I mean, I'm having a great time. Like, that's always been my thing, is I think the build that I have on Koumei is just make it easier to get kills, so it's easier to get your Omikuji. And then what happens is that you just inevitably will buff yourself further and further and further. So you increase the floor, the power floor, and then therefore you're increasing the power ceiling as well. You know, the idea of like your minimum, like you at your least powerful, that's your floor. That's like your minimum level of power, like when you're at your worst, okay? And so if you can increase that, then it means that your Omikuji will just be easier to proc. You'll be getting kills faster. And then what that means is that you'll be buffing yourself faster, hitting that max cooldown faster, building out your build faster. Look at this. They gave me fucking freebies left and right. And then you hit 144 seconds like it's nothing. And you're chilling from here. You pop a roar buff. You get a 96% roar buff. And then you're just kind of cruising. And then Malice gets wiped like it's nothing. And this is what I mean. Like, you know, I think what I've always encouraged is, like, I think people should feel totally fine. Gain 60% damage while airborne. Lasts for 2 seconds. Okay, so that's a crazy one. So that's an insane take, because damage while airborne does mean increasing the blast damage. It means that the AoEs from the blast procs are going to deal more damage. So it means if I'm using Knell properly, I'm in the air 24/7. So this is insanely gamer, but it means that the gameplay becomes even more ADHD, if that's even possible. But yeah, I can do it. I can be more ADHD. God, my Felarx build would love this shit. This would be so much fun. Yeah, this is what I mean. That's a pretty good decree. And I do have a 2-second window to keep it active. Oh, there's Death Knell. Death Knell is 2 seconds per stack. That's not terrible. So that's 6 seconds to get a headshot. So, you know, it's a little bit worse than Crux. It's, yeah, 60% as good as Crux, but we kind of love it. It's only 3 headshots as well, so there is the major trade-off, but you can absolutely play into that, and I don't think it's too crazy. So, hey, man, am I maxing out on enough buffs yet? Do I have a crazy enough decree setup where I'm just the monster that you've always wanted to see? Like, this is, I don't know. There's just something so sweet about Koumei. Like, just, you get a couple good rolls. Like, if I get status effects deal double damage, then it's over. Like, my blast procs are just gonna, like, nuke everything, and that's what I mean. Like, I've thought about, it would be so funny to like do a build showcase and do it like 25 minutes into a Koumei conjunction survival. You know, like I'm doing an Omnia, but I'm playing it with Koumei, and so like I'm literally like, I'm like straight up deceiving my audience, like straight up lying to them because I'm buffing my weapon so much. That's like why when I do my like when I upload the secondary Enervate video, I'm using Equinox, because Equinox doesn't have any buffs on my build. Equinox's entire build for me is just use Maim, build up like 5 million damage, and then use Terrify at max range, and it like fully strips armor at like, I have like exactly enough power strength to fully strip armor, and that's it. And then I just press Terrify and then press Maim and then kill everything on the map, and then that's kind of it. Like 2 million, between 2 and 10 million is about all I need. And depending on how strong the enemies are, you will build up the damage at an equal rate to how much you need. So it's more about how long you're building up the damage versus how much damage you're building up. So, you know, you're basically running around with your weapon, knowing that Equinox is only built for survivability. Like, all the mods that I'm using, all the arcanes that I'm using are purely for survivability. And that's because, like, all I need to do in a stressful situation is activate Terrify and activate Maim, and then I'm chilling. So that's the basic setup. Like, I've always rated Warframe for real, yeah. And that's what I mean, is like, it fully turns it into a build, and you get this Koumei build going. And that's what I want to do is, you know, when I do these, you know, scripted videos for you guys that are like trying to be informative, I want to make sure that you guys are seeing the builds without any buffs. I want, you know, if I'm showing it off in Simulacrum, there's no buffs. If I'm showing it off in a mission, then I do have my companion. So like when I'm just shooting Simulacrum enemies, I don't have the viral buff from my companion. So that's kind of an important thing. I've thought about, there's another companion weapon that has really good base crit chance that I've been thinking about using. It shoots way slower, but it's like these grenades, and I feel like it might be a little better. I want to like test it and see how it works, but I don't know. Like, I feel like sometimes the beam weapon will just target a single enemy at a time. And I think if it's like an AoE, it may shoot slower, but I feel like it really just needs to shoot once, because I think it's called like the Cryota or something. It's like an ice grenade. Yeah, this is insanely stupid. We got time for one more decree. Kill enemies while sliding. Oh, this is hilarious. Oh, here's the secret hack for this. Slide in the air, and you can just like slide forever. So this is a fucking hilarious gimmick that I have learned recently and just had way too much fun with. So yeah, we love... I'm feeling better about the 6-second cooldown on Death Knell. It's actually not as terrible as I thought it was. But yeah, kill enemies while sliding has been achieved. Oh, and we upgrade the worst one. You see what I mean? I actually got kind of cuffed on this roll. And we're back to 144 seconds. So, yeah, we're chilling. Don't let it burn out. There you go. Chilling. Safe. Back to normal. All right. Yeah, 820. Yeah, the stream is basically always the same when I do solo. It's 3 rounds, all right? 3 different setups. I mean, I hope this is a good showcase for Koumei, because, like, that's part of it, is, like, it will just incentivize you to use something that is super effective at its base. And, yeah, like, Knell has this big downside, but I think when you're at its most effective, when you're actually playing it properly, it's an insanely strong weapon. And the fact that I can just run around and spam it with like a zillion fire rate is just the silliest thing you've ever seen. And I don't really care if I'm inaccurate, because I'm just shooting so many bullets that it's just stupid, man. To have infinite ammo, for it to work the way it does, I think is so sick. I've thought about using it, you know, like getting whatever the zoom on aim glide one is, but there's not a lot of setups that will make it easier to get the headshot. Like, that's the one thing that I notice is, unfortunately, you're not going to get any type of Exilus mod that's going to make your life any easier. So unless I rolled the Riven for magazine capacity, which I don't think I'm going to do, I don't think there's a lot in the way of Exilus mods that I can use effectively. So for now, I think that's basically it. Like, the whole like 20% reloaded per second just like doesn't really work, honestly. Whatever that mod is. I'm interested in Koumei now. I don't see many people use her. Yeah, people hate Koumei. Well, maybe not hate. I just think a lot of the community really doesn't like her, because she's like built on having a strong weapon and just using something that's good at getting kills, so that you can farm Omikuchi faster than you can do anything else. But that's what I mean, is like, I do think Koumei, the reason that people don't like Koumei is because they play in squads a lot. If you're playing solo, Koumei is like insanely strong, because it's really easy to recharge your Omikuji. But if you're having to compete for kills, then you're going to struggle a lot. And they tried to implement the thing where you get the team kills, and it broke Warframe. So for now, that isn't implemented. So struggling a little bit, but still chilling, but kind of broken. Yeah, that's what I mean, is like Koumei will always have the strength, which is a solo survival. I want to use her, but I don't get how to set her up, TBH. So the basic thing is I have a lot of survivability, so I have Arcane Grace and Adaptation. But the Omamori is a damage gate, so it'll give you a half a second of invulnerability. And then it'll go on 3-second cooldown, and it has a 50% chance to trigger, and it has charges. So that's a pretty good survivability ability. So that's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is your second ability is called Omikuji, and all you have to do is cast it and then activate and then achieve whatever bounty it's calling for you. So if I activate this and it says kill enemies with headshots, then I just have to do that, and then I get a big buff from Deviri. I'll get a decree from a set series of decrees. I don't think you'll get all of them, but you get you'll get a lot of really powerful decrees. Now the secret that I have that makes Koumei a lot stronger is that I have an arcane called Arcane Avenger, which adds 45% additive crit chance, which just means whatever your crit chance is in your mod loadout, you just add 45 to that, and that's what Arcane Avenger does. And then I also have Rhino's Helminth ability called Roar, and that's going to give you you have to think of it as a universal faction damage bonus. So I don't have a faction damage mod, but this would give me the same type of bonus. So it's universal. It just applies to all enemies, and it's just a damage bonus. So it's one of the best damage buff abilities for that reason, that it calculates in a unique way to other effects. So it's very, very strong, and it's really fun to use. So I definitely have a good time with it. But yeah, that's part of it, is I'm trying to make it easier for me to get these achievements or like complete these quests. And then the easier it is to complete the quest, it also means that the reason that it's easier is because it's strong. It's because I'm so strong, and it's so easy to just get kills. Because what is a quest except for getting kills? Like that's all you need to do. So you will suffer a lot in a squad. That's the thing that you'll always suffer in, is just like when you have to compete for kills, you're just gonna struggle. Your average secondary user, damn, Knell is OP. Yeah, seriously, man. Shout out Wild Wolf. Yeah, that's the only thing, is as soon as you run out of stacks, you have 6 seconds to keep your headshots active. And if you fail to keep your headshots active, then you have 1 bullet to get a headshot. And then you have a 1.5 second reload, because I have a Riven that has reload speed. So yeah, Knell is insanely fucking cracked. That's a goated ass weapon, but it has a big downside that's really hard to use. I tried using her for group farms or stuff, and I usually struggle. Yeah, that's I think the one thing that people don't like, but it's also the thing that I don't like with a lot of public missions, is that all I'm doing is competing for kills for 25 minutes. Like there's just too many people, and it's too easy to get kills, and everybody has room nuking abilities. So it's like, I love playing solo for that reason. What's your Ninkandi build? Oh, say less, chat. Should we try and find Ninkandi? Oh, it's right here. Ninkandi is a fucking crazy one. It's just a bonk fluence. That's it. It's just bonk fluence. Oh, seismic wave. Oh, because this has built-in electricity, so it's actually skewed towards electricity pretty well. So it's just bonk. That's it. Galvanized reflex, galvanized elementalist. So galvanized elementalist is 120% status chance. Weeping wounds with galvanized reflex is 4 stacks, so that's 160. And then I do have double sacrificial along with seismic wave, which is pretty nuts. So it's a pretty strong build. Seismic wave is a huge buff to your slam damage. It gives a big bonus. It's a big calculation in there. So funny enough, we're still using a bonk fluence. We're using pulmonars. This guy has built-in viral damage, but the heavy attack, the heavy slam, also has built-in toxin damage. So you have to add gas damage, or else it'll combine with voltaic. So, or excuse me, it'll combine with electricity. So that's the secret strat. Can you show your Kuro? Wait, what? Kuro? What's that? Which weapon is that? But yeah, same setup. This doesn't have any crit chance, so getting some 2 extra mod slots. So yeah, curious. What do you mean by Kuro? So there's pulmonars. Oh, I need to finish writing this out, actually. Hang on one sec. What was the other one that I was using? That was Twin Basolk. Yeah, Knell again and Twin Basolk. And hang on one sec. Twin Basolk. We'll go over all the builds again. So let's just get the rolls. So chatting a little bit. So I'm gonna get the rolls set, and then we'll go in. Ureli is goated. Ureli is fucking insanity. That's an awesome roll. Scourge. Maybe I won't take Scourge. Well, it's she's gonna buff the secondary, but I'm not gonna get headshots on Knell. Oh, that's gonna suck. I'm not gonna get headshots on Knell. So I might have to swap off because Ureli has grouping ability, so I don't really think I'll be able to get headshots. So, fuck it. We'll stick with Scourge. I might have to swap off of Knell actually, because it just won't work with Ureli. I don't know. Maybe I do use Prisma Lens. This is a pretty good opportunity. But yeah, I guess I'll swap off. Let's see how far it moved. Damn, it did move pretty quick. Holy shit. There it is. So yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, let's use double cum. Why don't we do that? Okay. And Pulmonars. Okay, there's the build. So this is, I guess, a little bit easier. I love Seto though. Yeah. Oh, Koumei build. Yeah. I can show the Koumei build. Yeah. Real quick. Here, let's do it. So, Koumei. Basic gist is a lot of power strength, only 145% range, just stretch. Archon continuity is nice, and then I've replaced the first ability with Roar. So this is just adaptation, Arcane Grace for survivability. So pretty simple build. I mentioned Arcane Avenger, but all right. So we've got the mods, or we got the build set up. So there's what we're rocking. 827. So Ureli, Prisma Lens. We are using double cum. We're swapping off the Knell for this one, purely just for Ureli. And this one has a crazy build. I'm excited to talk about this one. But let's do it. Let's talk about the build. So we'll start with Ureli. Shout out Drowsy for following. Appreciate it. Thank you. Bet. I'm at work. Def gotta change her up later. Yeah. Appreciate it. I got a Seto Riven. Holy shit. Seto is insanely poggers. Yeah. We love Seto. Probably means Kullervo. Oh, that was Kai. I missed that as well. It's sitting in my foundry. Scourge looks so badass. Yeah, Scourge is very good. Probably a Kubro. A woman frame. Nah. Okay, caught up. So yeah, Ureli is 265 range. So I have power strength. Or I have power drift in here. Shout out my boy for following. Appreciate it. Appreciate you joining. I put Kullervo's Helminth ability on my Gyre. And now I have a teleporting ballerina. Dude, that's insanely sick. Dude, Wrathful Advance is insanely strong. And Gyre already gets a crit buff. So you might as well max out with more crit chance for your melee weapon. Like, that's an insane double buff right there. But yeah, Ureli is just press 4. It bubbles them up. You hit your bubbles, it'll make them have damage vulnerability. Sometimes I'm casting Breach Surge, but most of the time that's it. And then I've got Loyal Marulina, and I've got Fast Deflection for survivability. And then obviously Arcane Aegis, but you know, I'm grouping enemies up, so I'm not super worried. So there's Ureli. Quick build, easy to understand. Loyal Marulina is a survivability thing, but you'll burn that shit so quick. So you're going to be recasting that a lot. And then, yeah, your fourth ability, this is the... So I think of this as an active grouping ability, so you're casting it a lot. So it costs 100 energy, but it's got a 40-meter radius. So it just instantly pulls enemies in, and then you throw your bubbles into that bubble, and then it'll give them 200% damage vulnerability. And then I've replaced Aqua Blades because I was like never near anything. So I have Breach Surge, which will stun them and also give more cascading damage. So pretty crazy. I'm using Lens because I think I can probably wipe them. This is blast damage, and that's it. So we're getting a big juicy blast AoE that's all blast damage and like pretty low status chance, but I think we can make it work. So it's this Riven is also crazy. It's just damage and fire rate, so pretty fucked up alongside Hunter Munitions. But yeah, we're just going to be dumping our whole ammo into that if we ever use it. But we're using double cum with the Ureli buff, which gives 200% crit chance to secondaries. And double cum is, of course, a secondary enervate. This is twin Comac for anyone that doesn't know. Secondary enervate. So the Ureli buff will start it off, and then secondary enervate will finish it off. So it's pretty easy to understand. And then this is just Pistol Elementalist for the heat, or for the blast AoEs. And then I'm just maxing out crit chance, or crit damage, and that's it. And this is multi-shot heat. This has like a spool up to the multi-shot, so it works super weird. Galvanized Shot is also very nice. You've got all the IPS, so kind of clutch. yeah, I do like Pistol Elementalist also for the reload speed is a pretty nice factor. But yeah, easy to understand. Just secondary Enervate, resetting like crazy, nuking everything. And then, yeah, I already mentioned this is Bonk Fluence. So Pulmonars has built-in viral damage, yes, but also the heavy attack is has toxin damage. So you have to use gas. Gas is also very strong. You still will also retain the blast damage of the heavy slam. So it's pretty fucking strong, pretty powerful. And without further ado, let's get right into it. We should still have time for the conjunction survival. Yes. 3 rounds of conjunction is insanely crazy. Like, I'm blown away, man. It's got Riven for pump. Oh, I've got a Riven for Pulmonar. Yeah, Pulmonars is very strong. You'll see it. You'll see why Pulmonars is so strong, because it means that the heavy attack melee influence build is going to be proccing blast, gas, viral, and electricity all at once. So it's a pretty fucking nuts setup. At least I think it is. It should be the same as the Pupicist. Oh, we get a Mesa part. That's kind of sick. But yeah, it's a crazy weapon. It's pretty good to use. Obviously, with melee influence and a grouping ability, it kind of doesn't max out very well. But I don't think it's too crazy to understand.
These foes deserve your respect.
And yeah, we are using double cum, so a little bit of a different setup. But yeah, the Enervate build is so easy to understand. You just remove your crit chance mod. You don't need it. Enervate will do all that for you. The 200% crit chance from Ureli is nice, but I could give a fuck, honestly. And then you just keep your buffs active. You just make sure you have your Galvanize buff active, and you kind of just run around. So first things first, cast Marulina. Next up, we're going to try and wait for these enemies to group up a little bit, but I do have some other abilities that I could be spamming, but I think currently this might be a good opportunity to hit 4. So we'll see how many enemies get grouped in. So you'll see they'll get grouped for a little bit of time. So we have a grace period where they'll still be grouped for the first couple seconds, and then after a while that pull effect will kind of reset and go away. Same initial tile, that's pretty good. So yeah, it works pretty well. We can just recast this forever. And then just nuke them with the blast damage. We can also recast, or we can also use the bubbles, and that's going to buff the damage to the enemies in the bubble. And then I'm just going to be picking up the energy orbs from there. So I'm honestly kind of waiting for the enemies to spawn, and then I can group them up like this. And then throw out a bubble. And then that's basically it, because I am always moving for the most part. So let's see how big of an Enervate buff we're getting. We're getting an 80% buff, it looks like. 80%, 90%, yeah. So what basically happens is whatever crit chance buff you're getting will make it'll make you stronger at base. Like I mentioned, it'll increase your floor, and then it'll still cap the ceiling at the same spot. You'll just end the Enervate buff at about the same margin. So you can see it's a pretty simple setup to understand, but so far still chilling. I think potentially though it may only calculate 1 orange crit per bullet. So it calculates the on-hit effect the same way as it calculates the orange crit. So what's happening is that, I don't know, it should be counting. I don't think I should be getting this high crit chance. I was seeing a red crit in there. I swear to God I saw a red crit in there. So I don't know how exactly it's working, but it seems to me like I'm getting better numbers than maybe I should be. And that may be because of the multi-shot of the shotgun, that if in very unlucky cases I am getting lucky enough to it's very unlikely to happen, but there is a potential where I get high enough Enervate buff that I don't hit the 6 orange crits before I'm able to get above 200% crit chance, and then that's how I'm able to get that buff going. So for now, still chilling. I'm gonna bring them down here even a little bit more, and then we'll start moving through here. But nice and easy. I feel like I could totally just cast Breach Surge and use this and go a little bit hard. I mean, it's a crazy setup, but I'm just rocking blast procs right now. I'm just maxing out on the damage of these blast procs, and that's about it. It's kind of a simple setup. I mean, I tried to use something that worked a little bit better, but yeah, these guys definitely going to be spamming this into this, because it'll still do the breach sparks, it'll still give the damage bonus, but yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it. Like, it's a little bit crazy, this setup is, but I I like what Enervate does. I think it adds a lot of value, and you're seeing it. Like, I'm getting insane amounts of orange crits, and it's still only counting 6 bullets or something. It's counting each individual bullet, but this is pretty nice. We get to group everybody up and then hit them with the bubbles. We get a little bit of lag, but we'll see how we clear it up. There was some red crits, so that was over 200% crit chance. Oh, I don't think I had Marylina active, so getting a little bit greedy, but still chilling. Citrine is best. Yeah, Citrine is super OP. We love the power of Citrine. It's so much fun, man. Been running the crazy Citrine build with Stalta. Yeah, Stalta is fucking nuts as well. Stalta is so good. Okay, we'll hit this into this. See, now we can actually take advantage of this. This is like the proper place to be using your grouping ability, like just in a conjunction survival. This is like where it's best used. Just constantly being able to group up every enemy within 40 meters. I don't know where all the different pylons are right now, but I don't think it'll be too difficult. My guess is that they're all pretty close. So yeah, we can just spam 4 over and over again, and that's like the entire gameplay loop, and it's just so fucking strong. It's such a cool ability too. It's so different than like Vauban or Zephyr or like any of the other grouping abilities. Like it's just so strong. Okay, still chilling. Oh, did my boy get capped? Oh, I can't recast Marylina, can I? Come on, safe. Oh, we have a bonk fluence. I could potentially use this. I know that this works pretty well, but I don't have any of the buffs active for it. I should have kept it active, man. There's influence, so I should be safe from now on. I just hit him a couple times. Yeah, cooked. There you go. Okay, so we'll try and keep bonk fluence active a little bit more. We may use that a little bit more often, but for now, still just spamming it. Gonna get a big buff going on Marylina. 12k. Look at that. 18k. We love that. Okay. Hit this. Get some bonk fluence going. There you go. Nice and easy. Perfect, man. There you go. Getting warmed up a little bit. Watching this making me want to leave work and play. Like seeing the twin comb through. Been curious how well they are. Yeah, they're very good. Yeah, like seeing the twin comb. Yeah. They're a very strong weapon. Obviously, yeah, like it. You know, in a lot of situations, it is like a great Deviri weapon. It's a clutch roll in Deviri because it's a pretty strong shotgun. It's like probably one of the strongest shotgun pistols in the game. It's got really good ammo efficiency. Like you can dump ammo with this shit. It's so easy. And yeah, you can get the blast procs, and that's basically it. Although I do think it's slowing down a little bit against this guy, but it will still have a lot of value. Like, the thing is that Enervate will always kind of cap at the same rate, so you can be confident that it'll always have some level of existing power, but yeah, I definitely don't think I have my buffs going. Oh, felt that. Alright, apologies for that, chat. I felt myself slowing down. I'm going to fail. Here, I need to hit this. While I'm reviving myself, the clutch life support tower. Yeah, I don't want to fail at 5 minutes in, so I think I'll be doing more of the bubble breach surge combo. So let's give that a shot, because yeah, we've got a lot of overguard on the playing field, so not going to have any opportunity to do that. So let's do a little bit of Pulmonar's action. That's why we have influence, because it will always exist as it is. It will always be powerful. All right, the bonk fluence is king. If you're ever worried, you just bonk for a little bit. You just wipe everything. And then you're chilling, chat. And then you can start moving them towards the next arena, because I think they're going to start... I want them to start spawning over here. But yeah, I'll start hanging out over on this side a little bit more. And then we just bonk, just like normal. And then we can swap back and be a little bit more chilling with the pistol. I should be using the pistols more. But yeah, still chilling. Just don't want to step on that pad. All right. Be a major gamer. Swapping the spawns pretty well as well. That's good to see. Yeah, I've been thinking about a couple different setups for this guy. I've been thinking about putting Magnetic Might on here for more crit damage, but I do like having the reload speed, because this guy does dump mags a lot. So it is a heavy mag dump gun. You're going to be feeling it. You're going to get very comfortable with reloading with this gun, so it's a fun one. And you know, it's just the pistol version of the comb, so it's very easy to understand. I'm surprised they haven't made a twin Comac Kuva version, because that would be really strong. That would go so hard, and I would have way too much fun with it, man. But yeah, we've got a bunch of Overguard on the playing field, so I'm just going to keep Breach Surge and the other stuff active and just run around giving them a bunch of damage vulnerability, and that's about it, and then we'll be chilling from here. We are running slower, running at 81 FPS, so really feeling the beef right now. Safe, look at this. Nice and easy, man. Oh, look at that. Chilling. Safe. Alright, gamer moment. Clutching up right now. We're at 18%. I might just move them to the next room. They're already in this hallway, so let's just see what the next room is and see if we can move on. What was your Riven? What melee are you using? I don't have a Riven for this melee. This melee just exists as it is. Oh, but the Riven that I have for the twin Koumei is a different one. That's a fire and multi-shot and ammo maximum, I think. If that's what you're talking about. Yeah, the twin Koumei has a very, very useful Riven. I may just keep them in this hallway. Seriously, man? I may just keep them in this hallway. Have them spawning from the two separate rooms. I'm honestly just feeling that more and more. Just keep spamming your shit. But yeah, this melee doesn't need a Riven. It's not really getting any use out of a Riven. The build exists as it is. It's not really craving a Riven is, I guess, the word I would use. It's still a pretty decent setup. So I don't know. I like it. I'm pretty much just running around with a big Koumei buff. This is Enervate as well, so it's pretty strong. I like it. We're struggling a little bit on life support, but I do have the life support charges over there that will probably be a little bit easier to snag, but I think I'm just going to keep them in this hallway forever. It'll just make the spawns a little bit easier. Alright, simple. Nice and easy. Perfect, chat. This is what I want to see. Yeah, the bubbles still kind of putting work. I love just throwing bubbles all over the playing field. It's pretty crazy, and I am feeling the lag a little bit. I'm kind of chunking myself just a tad, but we'll see how it does against Malice. Where's Malice? Oh, don't you dare bubble me, you fucker.
They know you're here.
Don't you dare do it.
Sentient fighters.
Oh, I see that. I see this. I need to hit this, into this, into this.
Her essence makes
Oh, am I going to fail? Oh, I just failed? No, I can snag the life support. 2 seconds. Oh, the timer paused. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Oh, I need to run and grab a life support charge real quick, so. I got a little focused on Malice, chat. I gotta say. Oh, we had somebody join in Discord. We had Oh, I don't see your username. Yeah, I have to turn off streamer mode so I can see your username. But appreciate the new member that joined in Discord. Yeah, just be sure to say hi. Oh, embarrassing. Was he not dead? He was at half health. Oh my god. I'm still gonna fail. Can I make it? I don't think I can make it all the way over there. Yeah, I think I just failed. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, that sucks. Well, I guess there's the Irelia failure. Literal fail. I mean, I was a little bit worried about it. Oh, God. But yeah, we love Battleless and Corrupted Ancients and the Thrax all at once. That does get me a little bogged down, so you hate to see it, man. But yeah, let's be the fuck up out of here. We'll go in for a short one to close it out, and then, yeah, there you go, man. I don't know. It's bound to happen. Yeah, cutting it way too close. No, I was not doing a good job of killing the spawns, and yeah. Once the Overguard shows up, then the grouping ability does nothing. That's the other thing you have to remember is, like, yeah, especially on a tile set like that, there's way too many Corrupted Ancients on the playing field. You're getting totally fucked over, so, you know, you have to kind of run around a little bit better, but, you know, I feel like it's bound to happen. I was a little saddened with Twin Koumei, like when the bubble wasn't active. That did kind of make me sad. So I don't know. We'll go in for a quick one. Actually, I don't know. Let me chill out a little bit.
I miss pubs.
So I guess, yeah, like things to talk about. What do we? I mean, I guess part of the setup is like. I will say a lot of my gameplay has been just having melee influence on the kit, and then all I'm doing is you know, in situation, it's literally at the 5-minute mark. You see it at the 5-minute mark. I just swap to the melee influence weapon, and I just start nuking everything, because the spawns, you're gonna get so many fucking spawns all at once that it's just an annoyance to deal with, and nothing's gonna really compete as well as a melee influence weapon. So you really have to play around that if you don't have a melee influence weapon. But I think I'll probably just call it there. I may not even put this run in the description, but yeah, that was a little bit of a sad take. But yeah, I guess I should mention, so if you guys are interested, I do have a Discord. The link to that is in my profile on TikTok or in the description on YouTube and Twitch. So you can go there, just join and then say hi, and then you'll be submitted for the monthly raffle. You'd have to, I will add, so like the first time you join, I will add you into the monthly raffle, so that I will give you guys that. But yeah, so I mean, appreciate everybody for stopping by. I have a video talking about secondary enervate, which I did show off in this short little clip, this kind of sucky clip. But yeah, I did, that was a secondary enervate clip, so I have a video about that going up on Friday, so you can catch that. That's going up in the morning for most people, so pretty easy. But yeah, so I've got that. I will also say I really appreciate everybody that's subscribed on YouTube. We're at like 980 subscribers. Like, I'm just gaining subscribers a lot. And yeah, when I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I'm shaving my mustache. I'm gonna go clean shaven for at least a couple streams, and then I'll grow out the beard. I'll grow out the beard for a couple more streams, so that'll be a fun one. I'm excited for that. I guess I didn't even use lens, but yeah, I never really felt the need to. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much rule number one is I appreciate everybody for stopping by, and I'm trying to put out more content that people are enjoying. So people have really been enjoying and interacting with you know, like my secondary encumber video, my melee influence video. So I want to put out more of these videos to show, you know, how I'm building weapons, and I'm excited to do the primary weapon video. That's coming up next. It may be next week, it may be the week after. I'm thinking I might upload something in between on TikTok, and maybe upload something in between on YouTube. So definitely stay tuned for that. As always, if you are interested, I'm trying to grow my Twitch, but yeah, currently it just looks like bots right now, so it's a little sad. But yeah, still chilling. So yeah, I guess that's all I got for you, chat. It's a little bit of a more chill one. I guess I did go over and hang out with Taylor. So that's my friend that I've been hanging out with. He has his own place. So if you guys are, you know, there is a hope in my mind that soon enough, maybe in the next couple weeks, you guys are going to get an extra stream on Wednesday morning. Like, for me, it'll be like maybe 1 p.m. So if you're on the East Coast, that'll be like 3 p.m. So it'll be an extra stream for you guys to watch. So I've been thinking about doing that, like going over and visiting them and doing that. So that's super exciting. So I've got clips for that I need to start putting out. So I guess that's all I got for you. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to cut it off. I didn't really feel like going in for another round. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. That's all I got for you. If you are watching live on YouTube, I do appreciate dropping a like. It does help out the video. But yeah, there you go. Take care. Have a nice night. I'll see you tomorrow. And